All right, so here we have Notes from the Grooming Table, second edition. And before we even get into the inside of the book, I just want to show you a quick feature. This book has been double spiral bound, and I would certainly encourage you to keep it as one volume. But if the book is too big and too clunky for you, you can pull out the spine and make it into 2 volumes. It's totally up to you. I encourage you to keep it as a single volume. It is about 640 pages, and what a lot of folks will do when they get their notes from the grooming table is they will actually tab it, and it just makes it a little bit easier for them to find information quickly. So they'll go through and tab the different categories, the basics, you've got the bathing, and then it goes into the different groups. So you're looking at the sporting group, the working group, the hound group, all of the groups are tabbed. But there's some other things that folks have done that we have been really intrigued with, and I just want to show you a couple of those things. And we're just going to start right at the very beginning. And a lot of people have said that they are using Notes from the Grooming Table, and they put their pricing right at the very center of the book. So all their reference material and their pricing is right here. So this is one way to do it. They've just taped it right into the book. Other folks have gone in and they've actually highlighted and put the pricing right next to the breed of dog. And if there's some special note that they want to pull attention to themselves or whoever might be answering the phone, the purple ones they've got a note up here for hand stripping. If it's orange, there might be some added dematting might be needed. So anyhow, they have just gone ahead and customized this to suit their needs. So that was just a really cool feature that I had never thought about, but this is how people are showing us they're customizing their own notes. And we certainly encourage you to mark your books up, make notes in them. Another one of the books that I have is The Theory of Five, and we've seen a number of folks take their Theory of Five and actually make flip cards. And it's just a simplified way of grooming, which breaks the entire grooming process into 5 different components. And so they have just made a pocket and popped it right in there. So that's for quick and easy reference. One of the most important parts of any book is going to be, or any grooming job, is going to be understanding canine anatomy. And so all the patterns that you set on dogs are going to be based off of the muscle and the bone structure. And so that is right here, and I cannot encourage you enough to spend some time in this area and understand the terminology for topographical anatomy so that we can communicate with one another and know how the muscles and the bones lay into the dog. And then as we're getting into trimming heads, again, you're looking at bone structure. So canine anatomy is so critical to what we do to become a really a talented stylist. So take a peek at the anatomy area. And then if we get into here, this is what some of our students have done, is they've taken their time management notes from class and added them right into the pre-work section so that they know how much time they should be spending in any particular area. And that's for the Paragon School. That's what we give to our students in class. But again, you've got the nails and the ears and all that basic pre-work. And what so many people don't do is spend a lot of time in this very front section. And I, again, just really encourage you, if you haven't been doing this for all that long, or maybe you didn't have a whole lot of instruction when you learned how to groom dogs, take the time in the front section. And then as you go in, we go into the bathing area, and this is kind of unique where we've broken it apart by coat type. And so you've got your smooth, your short coated, combination, double coat, and so on. And all the different breeds have a slightly different bathing technique and drying technique, and that's going to be all in your bathing and drying section. Once we get into the different groups, now you're looking at the sporting group, and I want to show you what some people have done. And this is going to be the English setter. And so you've got the directions for the English setter all the way through. You've got the profile with a wraparound text. You've got the general description that the parent club is set for this purebred dog. Right up here, it's going to tell us whether how the dog would be groomed for the show ring and what are some common pet grooming techniques for the dog. And I always love the history of the dog, and so I'm giving you some basic facts and characteristics about the dog: color of the coat, size, where they originated from. And then again, you've got your pattern lines, and all of the pattern lines in Notes second edition have been updated. And so we're seeing some of the pattern lines dropping down, further down. The whole front of the leg is saddled out. And when you see these two lines here, this is a blending line, and that line should be invisible on most dogs. So definitely a lot of folks have said, why are there two lines? Because that should be an invisible line. And then you've got your wraparound text. You've got all your information, the detail if you want to dig in deeper. You've got a front view and a rear view, and then the head study. And one of the things we've always left, we try to leave areas for you to make your own notes. And this is a show dog. And this is just really great. If you don't have a great image in your mind of what a good specimen looks like, you're going to have a really hard time trimming a less than perfect specimen that's coming into your pet grooming salon. So having those images are great. Anyhow, just little different things going on all the way through here. Golden retrievers are super common, but you're not always just doing a bath and brush on a golden retriever. How many clients want a shorter version? And so we've just added this right into the book, and it's just taped in there so that you can offer some clients some different versions. If we go all the way to the back of the book, this is one of the new features that we have added. If I can get all the way to the back, there we go. We have a quick reference index. So if you have any questions about Notes from the Grooming Table and where you're going to find a specific topic, bounce right back into that index, and it's going to give you the pages that you're going to be looking for. So with that, I really thank you for purchasing Notes from the Grooming Table. I'm really honored that you're here. And what I would love to have you do is bounce over to Melissa Verplank Facebook page. And that's Melissa Verplank Enterprises Facebook page. And do us a favor. Take a picture of you and the book and maybe tell us what you like about it, why you're excited, and why you bought Notes from the Grooming Table. We would love to add you to our family and welcome you to using Notes from the Grooming Table. And we will hopefully see you at somewhere down the road at a show or maybe at our training programs. So again, thanks for buying Notes from the Grooming Table, and I look forward to speaking with you at some point in the future.